Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
NFL season down to this. One game to decide it all. Super Bowl 61 underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Stroud to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4. Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Hooker. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in known territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's underneath to Pierce. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. And Stroud now to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Give to Pierce now on the option. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Stroud on 3rd down now. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here goes Stroud again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And down his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans are on the board 1st here in this Super Bowl. Striking 1st in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off-play action. Here's Hooker. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Hooker now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now Williams running left. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a bootleg with Hooker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones. The defense defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Throwing. Hooker.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 85 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And here comes the Texans now.
Last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And this is caught by Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Play action. Stroud now.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Hooker now off play action. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Hooker's going to throw it. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's taken at the 26.
Houston's offense taking over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Pulled in at the 24.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Stroud to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Second and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick, it is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Lions Texans getting set to go on offense to start the third. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Now Hooker.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Stroud on third down now.
And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All play action. Here's Hooker.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now out comes Houston.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
71 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go again with Pierce. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hooker.
Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Read option. This is Gibbs.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First down throw here. It's Hooker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing. Hooker. This pass caught by Henry.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got room at the 30.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hooker on first down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That'll do it for the 3rd quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the 4th quarter, which is coming up next. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the fourth. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick, and the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hooker. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup to 25. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hooker now off play action. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Lions are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago, but since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now out comes Houston. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 more there and another first down. Throwing now is Stroud. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Lions Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hooker's going to throw it.
This one left side, caught by Patterson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. On the draw, here's Stroud.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And Stroud now to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Stroud.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Will Anderson, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Hooker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 9 here. Hooker.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd down and 3. Stroud looking to throw.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now here's Stroud on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end line. Complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stroud working out of the gun.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And this is caught by Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. First and 10, it's Stroud. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. At the 15-yard line. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Again, it's Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.